Good morning, everybody. There's been a lot of drama going on lately, and concerning Nomadic Fanatic, and I'm finally going to talk about it. I got a lot of negative comments concerning my friend D saying, "Who the F is Nomadic Fanatic?" I thought it was hilarious. A lot of people did not, and that's okay. Um, People left comments saying, "He would never do you dirty like that. You do not know him." Bunny Rabbit, hi. Oh my gosh, I'm going to try to show you guys right in front of my van. Hi, baby. What are you doing? Okay, go home before a coyote gets you. Go on. Go. 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 Okay. Well, he's going to sit there and stare. Um, anyway, as you know, I used to consider him a friend. Um, Friend is, anyway. The point is we had a falling out. Um, it's been started about a year and a half ago, I think, when we were up in the Sholo area at another friend's property. And it's just so dumb and so juvenile, but it is what it is. And I'll explain a little of that to you for the people who don't know about it. Blindviews, who is a very dear friend of mine, made a video. It was, I think, about Eric, or he was in the video. I don't remember what the video was at all, and that's neither here nor there. I don't think it was anything negative, but another viewer left a comment saying something along the lines of, "I'm not a fan of Nomadic Fanatic," or, he, whatever. And this is someone who also, well, actually, I've never met in person, but I do consider him a YouTube friend, an online friend. And we'll just call him M. Left a comment and said, "You don't have to agree with me. That's the way I see it." And for those of you who don't follow Blindviews, that's his tagline. I just saw an owl fly over. That was awesome. In fact, an owl woke me up this morning right in that tree right there. I love the owls. Um, anyway, Blindviews' tagline is, "You don't have to agree with me. That's the way I see it." And so when M left the comment saying, "You don't have to agree with me. That's the way I see it," Blindviews gave it a heart and an LOL because it was funny. He wasn't agreeing with M. He just found it amusing that this person used his tagline in a video saying he didn't care for Nomadic Fanatic. Like I said, I don't remember the details of the video or what the comment was. It was no big deal at all. Because you know what? We're YouTubers. We all have people that hate us. All of us. And that particular person, M, doesn't like Nomadic Fanatic, and made the joke, "You don't have to agree with me." Well, next thing we know, a mutual friend left a comment um, saying to me or about me, saying, I can't believe you support this. You know, this is our friend. He's not our friend. Blah, blah, blah. You know, I have different friends who don't like each other. That's okay. Not everybody gets along. And it was just dumb, the whole thing. Oh, and then immediately contacted Eric to say, can you believe blah, 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 and started this whole blow up explosion. And it was just really dumb and childish and insignificant. I mean, it was it was no big deal. Well, Eric went off the deep end and immediately unfriended and blocked all of us from, I hate this term, but the tribe, the group, the original group. And uh and had a temper tantrum that how dare you have anything to do with Blindviews, and on and on and on. Well, I ignored it. I didn't want any part of it. I didn't want any part of the drama. Well, and then Eric went out of his way to report a bunch of Blindviews' videos for copyright infringement, which it wasn't. And he literally got two copyright strikes. Blindviews got two copyright strikes. And what you might not know is if you get three, they take down your channel. You no longer have access to your channel or your subscribers or your old videos or anything. And uh, Blindviews fought it and got his channel or the copyright strikes taken away. So I mean, it was a big deal. And Eric threatened to sue him and take down his channel and all this and that. Well, YouTube used to, if somebody used a part of your video and you made a copyright strike, they took the video down and gave you a strike. They don't do that anymore because it isn't copyright infringement if somebody is making the video using clips of their video for either news or parodies, and that's what they are, is parodies, or what's the word I'm thinking? Keep in mind I have dementia, so I have a really hard time. And no, I don't really. Okay, well, I might have dementia, but that's self-diagnosed. I swear I do. Anyway, you can criticize other videos and use clips of your videos. And so, anyway, it started this big, ugly deal between me, Eric, the third person, and Blindviews. And it was really hurtful. I mean, Eric, I almost lost Blindviews as a friend over this, and it broke my heart because I love Blindviews. He was hurt, and he realized that there's a lot of crap going on with Eric, and nobody, meaning me or anyone else in our group, would hold him accountable for the crap he does. And at the time, I didn't want to come out and say anything about things I knew about Eric because I was afraid he'd destroy my YouTube channel. he has he's got like 250,000 subscribers and gets a lot of views, and he could hurt my channel. So I kept my mouth shut and I didn't say anything. And eventually it got to, okay, now this is going to be really dumb. Apparently, at some point, Eric had put a blue wrap on his, what's his car? Is it a Mini or a Fiat? I think it's a Fiat. And, but I never saw it. I don't watch my friends' YouTube channels. To me, that's like going to work with them. And, I don't normally watch my friend's YouTube channel. I mean, videos, except Blindviews, because he cracks me up. And so I rarely watched Eric's videos. I rarely watched Kevin's videos. I rarely watched Destination Open Roads videos or Aja's or anyone else's, because it just, I used to watch those kinds of videos when I was learning about van life, and learned a lot. And after a while, they became boring to me. So I don't watch them. And where was I going? See, dementia, I tell you. Okay, so the wrap. Somebody had left a comment on one of Blindview's videos about Eric's car, which is white, but had been wrapped, and I never saw it. Didn't know it had been blue at some point. And I said, wait, what did I miss? When was it blue? That was my comment. In a nutshell, that was my comment. In fact, here is a screenshot of that comment. And I don't know, it was quite some time later, I got a text from Eric with a screenshot of my comment, and he's all pissed off that I left a comment. And he goes, you saw it on Facebook, you left a comment, so I know you saw it. Well, I'm not friends with Eric on Facebook because he blocked everybody when he had his temper tantrum. So no, I didn't see it. And besides the fact that Eric tells the world he doesn't have a Facebook page. Well, that's not true. He does. And so when he texted me and asked me about, how dare you leave a comment, why would you do? And I responded and I said, that sounds like a whole lot of drama that I don't want anything to do with. And that was the beginning of the end of our friendship. I mean, he never came right out and said that you have to choose between us and Blindviews, but it was very obvious that those were my options. Well, you don't get to choose my friends for me. And if I have to choose between you and another friend, I'm choosing the other friend because, you don't control my life or who I can be friends with. And besides the fact that you deserved everything Blindviews was throwing at you because of you trying to get his channel taken down. So eventually, and then the whole thing with Tig came out. What happened to Tig, the dog? I stood up for him in all of Blindviews' videos, comment sections. I said Eric would never hurt a dog. He would never hurt an animal. I know him well enough. I know how much he loved his Jacks and his current kitties, his fluffy butts. And I always stood up for him. And then all of a sudden, literally, and after I made my Randy video, people were asking me, when are you going to do this about Eric? Well, I had no intention of doing that to Eric because I don't like the drama. It's just, I don't care, just leave it be. Well, about a month or two ago, I got a message from someone on YouTube called Orange Belly Express. And it was a whole pages and pages and pages of texts between her and Eric, really saying nasty things about Lola from Lost on Land Again, who died from brain cancer a few months ago, and saying really nasty things about me. I know a lot of you know that I have MS, and because of my MS, I have tremors and my head shakes. And a lot of people call me bobblehead, and which is hilarious to me. I should have a bobblehead doll of myself. Yeah, that's a little narcissistic, but so he, which I think my dementia is part of my MS, because I have serious brain injuries due to MS. But did I say injuries? I meant issues. I don't have any injuries. So anyway, he left all these comments and audio comments, and I have them all. I have all the copies, all the texts, all the audio from this communication between Orange Belly Express and Eric. And Eric said I have the COVID shakes. He said that he called me, I really want to say this word, but I don't want to take the chance of YouTube taking down my video because of it. So I'm going to use the phrase that Blindviews uses, see you next Tuesday. And that's an acronym for, or that's a words that stand for letters. C, the letter C, you, next Tuesday. Okay, so I think we all know where we're at now. Eric called me that. He called Lola that. He said Lola had deserved to die. The woman is dead. And for those of you who didn't follow Lola's channel, Lost on Land Again, that's Lola. She did not deserve to die. She got brain cancer and died very quickly. It was heartbreaking to our Nomad community and YouTube community. Everybody loved Lola. I doubt if she had any trolls, any haters. So he said really nasty things about Lola and that she deserved to die. And, fuck that. See you next Tuesday. And called me that word, saying he hopes I get brain cancer. Really, really awful things. And that was it. Right then and there, I was over Eric. That's one thing I don't tolerate, is people who go out of their way to hurt someone or to hurt me. I take it very personally. And so I was over it. and I wasn't going to stay silent any longer. Eric has a Facebook page. Eric, what you see on camera is not the real Eric. Um, and he hurt me. And I'm over it. I'll never, somebody asked me yesterday if you ever make up with Eric. No, that's never going to happen. No, he said these horrible things about me, and he uses that word to describe all women that he hates. Remember the whole MGTOW thing a few years ago? Men uh, gone, anyway, anti woman. He does not like women, does not get along with women, and that's all. I will leave a couple screenshots of the things he said, but if you want to see it all, I'm going to leave a link to Blindviews video where he shows all the comments, and you can pause and read them, pause and read them. I'm not that technologically advanced, so I don't know how to do that. He has a way where he can download parts of people's videos. I don't know. For one thing, I do everything on my cell phone. I don't use a laptop at all. I don't use a computer. So I don't know how to do that stuff, even though I have everything that Orange Belly Express sent me and sent to Blindviews. And so I have it and I can see it, but I don't know how to upload it or download it or whatever it's called. And I'm going to leave a link to Orange Belly Express, her video where she talked about it also, because a lot of people will say, you have no proof. No, trust me, lots of proof, lots of proof. And, and people, when my friend said that the other day about who the F is Nomadic Fanatic, when I asked her if he was at the race, I was joking. And so I got a lot of comments in that saying, how dare you? He's in the hospital. He wasn't in the hospital. He went to the ER. He had a couple broken ribs. In the US, nobody stays in the hospital. They don't admit you for broken ribs. Also, you don't use crutches for broken ribs. So that's funny. Anyway, so for the people who think that Eric has never done or said anything about me, you don't know. Here's the proof. Also, about Tig. He talked about Tig, and we're fairly certain he let Tig, allegedly, but these are his words, he may have allowed Tig to get eaten by coyotes. And he says he rehomed it. I stood up for him for months saying, I know he rehomed that dog. I know he did, even though I don't know for a fact. He said he did. I believed him. But because of things he said in this whole text sequence about Tig and how he was over the dog and it keeps getting away, and I think it's possible that Tig wandered off and didn't come back. But we don't know that because we all know Eric, he videotapes everything. If he rehomed that dog, there would be video evidence of it. So anyway, please go watch Blindviews video and Orange Belly Express. It is in the links are in the video description down below. And for those of you who want to chastise me for making that video, go for it. I don't care. I no longer care about YouTube. If you never watch my videos again, that's okay. I don't depend on YouTube at all for money. although the few extra dollars I make now and then is helpful, I don't depend on it. So if you never want to watch me again, that's okay. Um, but don't be fooled. Just stop being fooled. That's it. I'm done. And now I'm going to make more product videos. Talk to you later. Bye.